What if I told you that Canadian theatre didn't start with Shakespeare or Broadway-style musicals, but with sacred ceremonies and firelit storytelling long before Canada was even a country? Hello everyone, my name is Kevin, and welcome to Know Your Deets. This is part 2 of a two-part tribute to Michael Bawtree, whose passion for theatre helped shape Canada's cultural landscape. In this chapter, we spotlight the remarkable evolution of Canadian theatre, from its Indigenous roots to its bold contemporary voice. Long before Canada existed as a nation, this land was alive with performance. Indigenous communities practiced storytelling through ceremonies, dances, and rituals that weren't just entertainment, they were essential tools for teaching, healing, and preserving culture. From potlatches in the Pacific Northwest to sacred dances on the plains, these traditions formed the original heartbeat of Canadian theatre. When European settlers arrived, they brought their own theatrical customs. Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister, was known to be a keen theatre goer and even helped establish a theatre in Kingston, Ontario in the 1840s. In New France, Jesuit priests staged religious plays to convert Indigenous peoples. As towns grew, amateur performances became popular. British farces, melodramas, and Shakespeare were performed by soldiers and civil servants in church halls and town squares. But these shows reflected foreign cultures, not Canadian life. In the early 20th century, Canadian theatre began to find its own voice. The Little Theatre movement encouraged community-based productions, and in 1932, the Dominion Drama Festival was born. This national competition gave amateur actors and playwrights a platform to tell Canadian stories. It was a turning point. Finally, theatre was starting to reflect life here, not just abroad. Many prominent Canadian actors and directors got their start in the Little Theatre movement. It was a vital incubator for talent during a time when professional opportunities for Canadian artists were limited. The post-war years were transformative. The 1950s and 60s saw the rise of professional theatre across Canada, often supported by government funding, while regional theatres like Neptune in Halifax and the Citadel in Edmonton created new opportunities for Canadian talent. The Canada Council for the Arts, founded in 1957, helped fuel this growth by funding artists and productions. This period also gave birth to some of Canada's most iconic theatre festivals. The Stratford Festival, founded in 1953 in Stratford, Ontario, is North America's largest classical repertory theatre festival, world-renowned for its Shakespearean productions. Not long after, in 1962, the Shaw Festival in Niagara-on-the-Lake was established, dedicated to the works of George Bernard Shaw and his contemporaries. These festivals put Canada on the international theatrical map. The 1970s were a creative explosion. Frustrated by mainstream theater's limitations, artists founded alternative venues like Tarragon and Factory Theatre in Toronto. These spaces championed new Canadian plays that tackled real issues: working class life, feminism, Indigenous identity, and multiculturalism. Playwrights like Michel Tremblay and Sharon Pollock redefined what Canadian theatre could be: bold, authentic, and unapologetically local. The latter half of the 20th century and into the 21st has been a period of immense growth, diversity, and innovation. Regional theatres have sprung up across the country, ensuring that professional theatre was accessible to more Canadians. Contemporary Canadian theatre is a kaleidoscope of voices and styles. From the Shaw Festival to fringe stages, to Indigenous-led companies to experimental dance theatre, the scene is vibrant and inclusive. Productions explore reconciliation, climate change, and identity, often using cutting-edge technology and reimagine classics. It's not just theatre. It's a living conversation about who we are and where we're going. When you sit in a Canadian theatre today, You're part of a story that began with ancient drum beats and continues to evolve. It's more than just a performance. It's a reflection of our shared history, our struggles, and our dreams. Whether it's a big budget musical or a grassroots production, Canadian theatre invites you to listen, feel, and connect. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the history of Canadian live theatre. What are your favorite Canadian plays or theatre companies? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. In memory of Michael Bawtree, whose passion for Canadian theatre continues to inspire.